three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Lifting. Seven. 1, 2, 3. To your right. 1, 2, 3. Left. 1, 2. Center. Breathe in. Left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. Center. In. Lift. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Waist circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay. Exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Tilting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Full circles. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. 3 inches spread apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cross your hands in front, turn to the right. Okay, switch. 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 switch to foot flat. And switch. Okay. Straight leg stretch. Switch. 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 Center. And right. And left. Down. Switch. 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 Okay. Toe up. Switch. 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 Move up. Sit up. Okay, keep breathing. Inches. Just one. Two. Four. I'll block. Actually, we'll do punches first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. We'll block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. All three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, a back punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Go back punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Head back punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. And side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, over. Up. Keep breathing. Okay, hold on. Straight punch. Up. So your eyes should follow your fist. All the way in, all the way out. Don't do these little, like you're knocking on the door, all the way out. Okay, switch. Okay, side. Switch. Okay, center, waist. So when you do this, try not to spin your hips really far. It's your waist that's moving. Your hips move a little bit, but if you're doing this, then you're not moving your waist, you're just moving your hips. Okay, just switch. Okay, center, big circles. Okay, back fist. Switch. Offset punch. You step back, keeping your weight back foot, front foot. Hi. Really? Okay. Do some kicks. Start with the left leg. Front kick. Punch. Punch. Kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, hit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do heel kick. Same thing, leg comes up of the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switch feet. Straight leg fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do roundhouse. It's going to be to the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't drop your hands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, same kick to head. Same thing, don't drop your head, drop your hands. You want to be up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, breathing. We'll do high kicks. So punch, feet together, punch, kick, together, punch, punch. 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1. So now punch, feet together, knee up, kick, feet together, punch, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Breathing. Okay, get a quick drink. So you're usually here for this class. What do you guys break up into do groups, or what do you? All right. A couple of those. That's good. It's gone. Good. It's gone. All right, so we can do the 5 stances drill. We'll go through slowly at first. So here's your side, from fist, pull it up, open the hands, turn the elbows down, push out, open, from a fist, sink the elbows, open, 1, 2, 3, up, push, fist, 1, up, 2. So here, round, open, punch, back, punch, turn, block, spin, back fist, scoop, punch, down, open, lift, up, chop, uppercut, center, cover, open, sliding step, punch, move, punch, back, spin, punch, down, open, lift, chop, uppercut, close, cover, step out, open, punch, punch, wind up, back fist, unwind, cover, cross step, down, punch, horse, leaning, lift, scoop, up, sliding step, punch, pull back, punch, wind up, unwind, scoop, step, cover, lift, hop, shoot. Okay, breathing. Any questions on the movements? All right, let's break down the last movement, the uppercut. So when you're here, step into horse, uppercut. So we'll go chop, step out, uppercut. So as you rise up, fist comes up, other hand covers. Back, step up, uppercut. One more, chop, step up. Okay, leaning stance, your weight's forward. So here, when you chop, your weight's more on the front leg than the back. So you can step, come up. So if you hop and you keep your weight back, you can't move this leg. You have to move your weight forward so you can step. Any questions on that movement? All right, let's do one more movement from there. The sliding step punch. So you're here, sliding step punch. Pull back, punch. Pull back, so you're turning the waist, winding up, unwind. Wind up, unwind. Wind up, unwind. So you want to try to time that so the punch and the feet move together and finish at the same time. You don't want to punch and then be stepping or stepping and then punch. Then you'll have the more synchronized it is, the more the power is going to be focused on the movement. So everything finishes right at the same time. Any questions on that? Guys are very quiet. We could do some more. What do you do? Some other drills you guys normally do, like the punching drills, or you want to work on the forms? Let's do forms, since I think a lot of you. So we can break up into probably the blues over here, reds over here. I'm not sure which forms you guys have, but we'll start with the first one, and then once you get to ones you don't know, we'll break you off. All right. So we'll do the first form. Pull it up, sink, scoop, 1, back, 1, 2, sink, open, high block, full block, scoop, step, dragon, back, cover, up, back, punch, sink. It's about 1, 2, punch, high, cover, turn to block, turn to block, 1, cover, punch, sink, step up, slide, punch, sink, hook, cover, open, push, remove, punch. In the stance, turn, move, elbow, back fist, thrust, cover, circle, jump kick, cover, block, pull back, punch. Oh, I'll do the short form, that's right. Sliding step, cover, 1. So there, sure you, when you do that, don't, you want to turn forward. So if you kind of leave your hips back, you won't be able to kick in front. So when you're here, cover, gotta turn your hips, punch. Back, sliding step, punch, 1, 2. Any questions on the first form? Breathing. The second form. Up. Open. Hold in. Turn. Cover. 1, 2. Back. Don't rush. Kind of doing it a little slow so we can get the movements correct. Open. Scoop. Cover. Punch. Sink. Chop. Cross. Kick. Punch. Pull back. Open. Punch. Chop. Sink. Dragon. Cross step. Spin. Thrust. 1. Back. Thrust. Open. Chop. Kick. Cover. Punch. Elbow. Back fist. Chop. Out. Sliding step. Punch. Chop. 1, 2, 3. Dragon. Cover. Hit. Palm straight. 1. Kick. Jump back. Open. Chop. Kick. Cover. Step. Sliding step. Turn. Turn. Corner. Uppercut. Uppercut. Back. Chop. Slide the back foot. Elbow. Sword fingers. Lift. Trap. Thrust. Turn. Back. Okay, any questions? Breathing. So you can rush through the forms faster, but especially if you want to get the techniques, you're better doing them slow, refined. You can always add speed later, but if it's wrong, it's wrong. So it doesn't matter how fast it is, right? It's better to get it right, and then you can add speed. Because the techniques, a lot of them, like these cross steps, there's a lot of things going on with the body, turning, cover, winding, unwinding, push. So you get a chance to do a little slower, break those things down and get good stance transitions. All that's important. All right, to the third form. You have a question? You mean the from here? Kick. So this is the same. Just open, sliding step, punch. 1, 2. That's the same as the opening. So same as, yeah. It's the same as this. It's just because you're turning, you're going to have to, you're here, 1, 2. So instead of being, here, you're here. But it's the same body position. Just the stance is in a different lineup. But yeah. Yeah, your weight is back. So when you do the salute, right, you're turning your hips and you're covering and you're blocking with your forearm. This is the same thing. So the only difference is one's here and one's here. But everything else in the body is the same, and you finish the same. So, yeah, so the hand center, it's always center line. It just looks like it's not because I'm turning my waist. So if I block here, I'm still hit if I turn my waist. I didn't move my hand, I just turned, and now I'm covered. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about these movements, right? The positions, once you learn this position, it's always this position. Whether you're here, or whether you're here, or whether you're here, it's the same position. It's just, that's sort of the thing you get to recognize is once you get the body, the memorization of those positions, they're always the same. You're just trying to find, where's my high block, where's my middle block, where's my low block. It's because you're always covering the same part of your body. Now your waist may be turned differently, your feet may be in a different stance, but you're still maintaining that same skeletal structure. And that's because, like Sifu always says, the principles of these movements, they're effective when they're in certain positions, right? Your middle block's effective. It's not effective out here. It's not effective here. So it has to be aligned right properly. Otherwise, if you're here, it's too close. If you're here, it takes a lot of strength to maneuver something out there. So you want to have it at the right distance. And so all of that is finding those positions. If you're covering, same thing. All right, third form, right? So again, we'll start lift, pull it in. 1, 2, punch. Up, sliding step. 2, 3, 4. Punch, grab, pull back. 1, 2, thrust. Up, hook, ginger knuckle, pull it. 1, 2, 3, 1. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 1. Punch. Block. Elbow. Elbow. Chop. Scoop. Lift. 1. Punch. 1, 2. Back. Kick. Jump kick. Cover. Down. Open. Down. Open. Down. Open. Block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 1, 2. Cover. Chop. 1. Pull it in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Okay. Breathing. Oh, I see some confusion on that stepping. You don't want to, you're just sliding into your opponent. If you see yourself bobbing up and down or moving in and out, then you're wetting. It's really just sliding. It's almost like your back leg's asleep and you're sliding along. So it's just a distancing. Right? If I want to distance, I can either move my front foot or I can move my back foot first. So this is just learning how to, I'm here, now I'm close. But you want to try to, if you're coming up and down, then your energy is going up and down. You want to have your energy going forward. So you have to kind of relax your your waist and your hips and not do, I see a lot of that. And this first one, when you hop, so you're here, hop, you just hold it. 1, 2, 3. So you don't have to go super fast, but you want to get the control your stance and not be kind of. Yeah. That's the other thing. You find yourself doing this, you're one always rooted. So here the front foot's rooted, now the back foot's rooted. If I do this, if I lose my root, then that's when I don't have any control. So you always want to have one foot maintaining strength. Any questions on the stepping there? Let's do a couple of those. Just come back to here. Hop. So we'll slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to go across the room. Okay, switch. Aside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So yeah, it looks more complicated than it is. It's really just distancing. You're just learning how to approach your opponent. All right. We have the fourth form? I think so, right? So the fourth form. Up. Sink. 1, 2. Sink. Open. Thrust. 1, 2. Sink. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Turn. 2, 3. Just foot. Trap. Open. Thrust. Punch. 1, 2. Just. Trap. Thrust. Punch. 1, 2. Punch. Open. Push. 1. Corner. Corner. So turn the waist all the way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shift. Just. 1, 2. Twist. 1, 2. Open. Scoop. 1, 2. Scoop. Step up. Gut. Pull back. 1, 2. Open. Punch. Middle block. Corner. Side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Step back. Cut. Elbow. Back. Pull back. Thrust. Kick. Punch. 1. Pull back. 1, 2. Corner. 1. 1. Thrust. Pull back. Open. Hoop. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1. Sliding step. Punch. Good. Any questions on the fourth form? No questions, all right. Were you guys working on any of the shots, the two-person sets? Or? I don't know, I knew mine was doing some of that. Were you working some of the shots, the two-person sets? Or? Yeah, we could do that. Not usually here. Mine does. You guys do a lot of drills. Do you guys want to do some drills? Some sparring. Excuse me? Sure, we can do the fifth one. All right. It's the fifth one. Sure. So the beginning is a little slow because you're really trying to get these positions and build up that structure. All right. So, one, lift, thrust, put in, open, in, lift, up, sink, 1, 2, 3, 4, cover, open, 1, 2, 3, lift, pull down, push, lift, pull down, push, lift, pull down, push, thrust, up, cover, open, thrust, open, cover, lift, sink, turn, step out, back, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, lift, chop, slide, cover, step behind, step out, palm strike, elbow, thrust, cover, push, lock, open, turn, step out, back, kick, cover, 1, 2, 3, 4, lift, chop, cover, step out, elbow, thrust, push the center, lock the center, fold the elbow, open, withdraw, 1, 2, pull back, adjust the back foot, pull it in, adjust, pull it in, 1, 2, 3, chop, step behind, cover, 1, 2, open, chop, 2, 3, back, thrust, open, push, 1, 2, uppercut, cover, cover, 3, 4, together, open, thrust, adjust the foot, cover, butterfly, push, pick, elbow, butterfly, push, pick, elbow, adjust, sweep, step up, turn, double block, 1, 2, 3, chop, lift, pull back, back fist, open, pull back, block, 1, push, elbow, retreat, chop, in, push, open, punch, 1, 2. Okay, good. So a lot of that form has this, and you go, why do we do that? You train your hips so that you can learn how to open when you need to step and open your hips or in a kick. So that's important. So let's do this exercise when you're here. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, lift. So here, turn, 1, 2. So your original stance is a leaning stance. You're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. You should finish in a closed cat stance. So you're kind of walking your hip in. So you're here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it again. So here, shift the weight back. 1, open hip, 2, 3, 4, lift. Chop. So on the other side, same thing. Shift the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Chop. Any questions? So that happens here till we open. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. So you're working really, it seems like a strange thing to practice, but it really is helping that hip joint. And that'll really help your kicks, when you do round kicks, because you want to have the hip open. It's going to help your cross steps, your turning. When you step back, and you spin. So when you do those kind of steps, right, you're stepping back, turn, step back, turn. You want to make sure you're right in the offset horse. And that is all about the hip alignment. Do you guys have Fuk Fu? 6? No? Okay. You do. All right. Maybe we can break up. Let's see who's over there. Oh, no, take 3, 5. So, I'll see if... Yeah, question? Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Oh, okay, you look like you're... What? Where's... Oh. A minute. Sure.
I know this is sometimes called trapping hand. There's the other trapping hand, which is done like first form when you squat. So on this one, the last time.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the same? Is that basically the same as in fifth form when we come back to this?
It's pretty close. Yeah, it's that same idea. You're ducking underneath and you're deflecting.
So the fist is on the plate.
Yeah. Well, so it depends. So in this one, you can be doing a hook too, but usually it's kind of like this. But it depends. You know, it depends what's happening in the position. But the idea is that either you're going to be coming around, or something's here and you're deflecting and going underneath.
But it's good. This stays
Yeah. So this is in the instance where something's coming and you're ducking underneath. You're kind of going like this, right? You're doing like a turtle move. But you could use it like, let's say the kick's coming, you want to come in and hit the groin or something. You could use it like a hook too. But it depends on, these are the forms are sort of a framework, and then you change the application depending on the situation. So you'd probably never be this low unless I don't imagine fighting from that position very often. It's probably not fine. But you might slip, or you might get underneath, and now you're in it, and now you know how to get out of it. So it's sort of training that way. But this trapping hands is actually with a forearm. So there's this one, which is a palm. It looks the same because the finish is the same, but that's a palm strike. Yeah, that's a palm strike. This is something's coming in and you're deflecting. And so again, it's the forearm that's making the kind of. So in the self-defense, that's such a good move. Something just you do that. You just have to turn, knock it away. It doesn't take a lot of strength. All right. We can do the. You guys want to do the fifth form again? All right, let's do the fifth form again. We can work on some of the techniques. together, pull it in, lift. So this comes out. So when you turn, thrust the bottom of your hands, open. Pull them in, sink the elbows, pull it in, open. Open the back, push out. Push out. Push. Elbows, right? Palm. Thrust, drop. From the fist, cover. Step out. Block. 1, 2. Sink. 1, 2, 3. Turn. Cover. Come up. Open. From the fist. 1, 2, 3. Up. Cover. Push. Lift. Cover. Push. 1. Grab. Pull your elbows back. It's the elbows that are doing the motion. And then from here, sink your elbows. Push out. Lift. Drop. Thrust. Sink. Cover. Open. You don't have to open here, just to your shoulders. Thrust. Open. Cover. Lift. Drop. Turn. Toe out. Pull back. Pull around. 1, 2. So you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Chop. Behind. Step out. Horse. Leaning. Horse. Leaning. Pull back. Thrust the center. Center. Out. Turn. Step behind. Kick. Drop. Cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Chop. Cover. Behind. Push. Elbow. Bust. Cover. So when you push, if it's one hand to the center, 2 hands shoulders, 1 hand to the center. Center. Open. 1, 2, 3. This brings the spirals in. Dragon. Dragon. 1. Sink. 1. Adjust the back foot. Pull it in. Retreat. Sink the elbow. 2, 3. Sink the back leg. Dragon. Pull. You want to have your knee behind your other knee. Pull it in. Cover. 1, 2. Chop. Lift. Back. Double fist. Open. Thrust. Here. So when you're here, you're at an angle, you've got to square up before you push. If you push from here, if you square up, now you have some strength in your push. Come back. Cover. Uppercut. Block. 1. Chop. Lift. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Feet together. Open. Thrust. Drop. Butterfly. Push. Cover. Pick. Cover. Push. Pick. Cover. Step. Hands, when you're here, make sure you're on your center line. So your hands should be equidistant from your knee. If my knee's here, it's here. If it's here, it's here. But wherever the hands are always on center, right, surrounding my knee. So 1, 2, 3. Pull back. Boom. Same thing, right around your knee. 1, 2. Lift. Chop. 1. Pull back. Back fist. Back. Retreat. Square up before you push. 1.
I see he. Yeah.
Got caught out.
So back. 1, 1, 2, 3. All right. Keep breathing.
If not, kind of transfer to the other. Shit. Get technique. So who wants to go into the other room? Anybody? Everybody staying here? So well, no, doing it here. Yeah. If most of the people are here, might as well just stay here. Yeah. Nikki, want to do these? So, okay, so we'll just get closer. You know, we can't apply any techniques. We're that far away, even though. So one of the things we worked on for the ones that didn't come before was. So Eric, you wanna? So one of the things we did was try to learn a couple of simple things. One of them is if someone reaches for you or is trying to choke you, then the technique would be to come over the arm and do this. Now, even if he's holding your throat, you pull first thing you do is you want to pull your chin down. That's why we do the neck exercise, right? So you can move your head. But if you pull your chin down, that kind of protects your windpipe. But it also kind of takes some of the pressure off of his hand. So if he's squeezing, that takes some of the pressure off, and that's firming up. Now this is not going to be effective. You want to bring this, and it's kind of in your armpit, so you would do this. You see. Now, if the person's a lot strong, you may not be able to get him to move because his arms are going to be stiff. So when you go over, then you can do an elbow or just do your typical back fist. We know the back fist from the drills. So the simplest thing to do is this, right? And you can't miss. You only miss when you're like, well, I think I'm going to hit him in the head and try to jump in there and do that. It's impossible to miss here and here. Uppercut. Boom. You see? So the closer you are to your opponent, the harder it is for him to do anything beyond that, because his hands are tied up here. And then they're here. So then I'm going to do that. So if I do this and he tilts his head, that's even better. It's going to go right into the neck. So that's, so try that first with someone about your size, mainly because if you want to work with someone bigger, you can. Andrew's pretty big over there. So how would you get away from his hands? But if he's that big and he's going to strangle you, what would you do? Okay, you want to just grab her neck? So the first thing she does is back off. But if you're going to back off, what do? You turn around and run. So anyway, you just grab her neck a little lightly, yeah. Oh, yeah, a little harder than that. And then bring your chin down and bring your arm around. That's it. Yeah, but don't lean. Just turn. And bring closer, the closer the better. Here, the closer to your body, the better. And then, boom. Now, he's pretty tall. You might not even reach his chin. So you hit him in the chest. Okay. That might not hurt him either. But at least it's something to get the first action. And then if you're doing the left, then you can try your right. So it would look something like this. Yeah. Right. Boom. Boom. You see where his belly is? So that's what you would do. So try it with someone, just to get a feeling of that. And then we'll move on to something else. Okay. So, yeah, don't pull your chin down till he grabs your neck. Okay, go ahead. You want to work over here? Yeah, come on over here. Let's see, Victor, right? Yeah. So the three of you can try it on each other. All right. Yeah. Don't forget to pull your chin down. Pull your chin down. Yeah. So it's when you react to something like this, just like you do a form, there's a bunch of sequences. So there's a sequence of events. So the first thing you do is you pull your head down, and then as you do that, you bring your arm across And then once you're over, and you get that feeling of how far you have to go to break the hold, and also because you don't want to go, like if he grabs my neck, you want to go all the way down here and then strike up. The best thing to do is when you go over, now you're already there, and then you just, you know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which side. See what it is when someone holds your neck, yeah, like this, then actually, without even doing this, you actually have all of this. You know, so when someone commits to doing that, they're totally exposed too. But the thing is, when someone has their hand on your neck, you panic. You know, you panic trying to get away, which is not a good thing to do. The best thing to do is to deal with it and then come up. Or come up. You have these uppercuts. Okay, so all of us know this uppercut from the first form. And we're like this. And we're like this. And we're like this, right? But actually, if you practice your uppercut like this and you're turning, if you put your left and your right side into it, you can actually use that when you strike. So you can strike this way and then off the back leg, strike and off the back leg. So that becomes a series of hooks. Huh? Yeah. So it's just like if I grab your neck, you turn, do that move, and then you would strike, yeah, or strike here, and then follow up with the other one. Boom. Yeah. You see that? So I grab your neck, right? That's it. And then no, don't put too much. Just turn the body and drop. And now once you drop, you strike out. Yep. Turn and now right. Don't go too far down. Once you're here, then you're ready to either do that, and then come up with the other hand. So when we do all our forms, you notice when we're doing stuff, it's usually both hands are working. So even though you're doing this is ready to do this. This is here. This is ready to do this. Yeah. So the other thing, I think Lawrence said we had worked on from here, striking out, right? Striking out like this. So when we're in this position, we're familiar with this position. We have it in the fourth form, and you strike out like this, and this lower hand can strike as well. So this position, it's called covering. So anytime your hands go from vertical to horizontal, it's covers. It's like putting a lid on something. So when your hands are like this, you just drop it to horizontal and you have a cover. You have a block. So in self-defense, why it's different from sparring is that you're in a situation where you're ready to strike and you're close enough to do that. When you're sparring, you have to set up your opponent to be able to strike him, and that person's moving around. In self-defense, he grabs my hand, yeah, he's here. So you can do this, or you can do this. So you know Gung Kun. So if I went like this, fold, and I turn like this, that actually will break that grip. Now you also know this, right? So this up movement is because it's right where the thumbs are. Now if I go like this, his shoulder can go up, and I can do this, but that takes a little bit more, skill to do that. But when you go like this, if I go like this, you see, if I'm here and I go like this, so he's actually, he's holding. If he's strong, you're not going to be able to do that. So, but the thing is, if someone grabs you, you go up, boom, right? Or just the knee, and it's pretty painful. If anybody want to try on Eric. So that's what a knee is. So when you're doing your kicks, that's your knee strike, right? So we look at it as a kick, but the thing is, in self-defense, you just knee the person. You don't even have to, the other thing, a knee, stomp on the foot. Another thing you can do, just if you lift and he goes like that, you use your shoe on the shin and, going to take skin off the shin. So you can use that on either side. So if you're here, if I go like this and like this, he can feel. Now you have a leather shoe on or something that's, has an edge on it, it's going to, cause some damage on his leg. And then the other thing, when you do this and you stomp, if you use the heel of your foot into the instep, that's pretty painful too. So these are just ways of kind of getting around, getting away, right? So Wendy, what do we just go over? The side kick, where do you go? Or this kick. We actually have an exercise for that, right? What do? We practice this. You go down and up and down and up and down and up. So that's the same movement that when you're here, that's that stroke. This stroke is stepping down. See? And the reason why we do that exercise close to this other foot is because when you use it, the person's actually pretty close. Because when you sidestep and you do this, that's what you're doing. Okay. So you stomp. So no one ever thinks of stomping on someone's foot. They just think of, whether you can knock someone's block off. But you might not be able to hit the head, but you can hit the feet because they're right in front of you. Right, so these are just, very simple things to do. So covering is this. Opening is this. That's an on guard position or just a position that's really not so aggressive. So if I'm just here, then if he were to do something like reach, then this is going to come out. So that's what you would do. So you have an option of this, or if you drop your elbow, you have this, right? So we're here, okay? So go horizontal to the face. Boom. 3. 1, 2, 3. See? 1. So you can use, the edge of the hand is okay, but the back of the hand would be, okay, so you just do that. Now if you use open hand, what you actually would do is come across the eyes. Now you don't have to poke the eye, but just the fact that something slashes across the eyes like that, it's going to create watering. Or even if you get the lens, like something that you start to water. So that's a good time to be able to either get away or, create some kind of action. And I think the first time we did it, we went like this, and then when you slap to the ear, because the ear is pressure to the eardrum, and that. Now the other thing is, if you're here and you go across this way, if you don't go in this way, you can use the ginger knuckle from the third form to the temple, right here. So these are just places that cause some injury or will startle the person. So all the things that we have like this to the face area are all hitting places like the neck, maybe here, the nose, the temple, the ear, and then to the neck is the chop to the neck. So if you're here and you do this, you can just come back with a chop. The chop from the second form. So a lot of the things I'm bringing up is because you already know these movements. If you don't know them, it's a separate technique. So when we chop like this, if we just stand here and do this, this is your position, this is your arm, there's your chop. That chop is really like your diagonal strike. So the 10 punching exercises that you do are the most valuable exercises for self-defense. And actually, they're the same positions that we use in sparring. It's the same positions that you have when you do your kicks. So you see we're really formatting our body to recognize all these positions. And then visualization, to use that term, what's that? That's imagination, imagining what you're doing with that technique. So when you practice your forms, you can use a visualization or imagining what that movement is doing. Then when you do it, it starts to make sense. But you really will create this idea of an image. So images, if I go like this and I go like this and I go like this, you kind of can see what that's doing. And essentially what you're doing is, if he punched, I'm like this. No, just leave it there. Right. I'm here. And I chop. So that you could use this hand either way. You punch, this goes here, there's a chop. If it's on the other side, then it just moves to the elbow or to the outside. So this is the motion. This side, if he punches, grabbing it is not so easy because he's just going to could fold his arm and then I no longer have a grab. On this side, it's easier because if he folds, he's still be able to capture that. But if he folds while I'm trying to do this, there's kind of a conflict in the motion. So it's just knowing that, you know, when you respond to something like this, covering, you know whether it's on the outside, again, right? Or the other one, yeah. On the inside to the outside, see. So the only way to actually get, you know, fairly proficient at this is kind of practice with someone. So let's just practice those few things. You know, really, this is your position instead of on guard. This on guard is too intimidating. Your person kind of knows that you're going to prepare, so then they might just try to grab you. But if you're like this and they think you're kind of passive, then there's that sudden, you know, that shock effect that would, you know, send the person, you know, a surprise attack when you're supposed to be passive. You know, I mean, just like in the drunken movements, when you go like this, you're avoiding and then striking. That's what happens in the drunken fist. But in the first form, you just do the fist. So let's try that. Let's form two lines. This way, form two lines. You want to form two lines like this. Yeah, you want to work here, Max? Or yeah, maybe Victor, come here. Victor, you can work with Jeff. Okay, 1B, you want to work with her? And then, yeah, over here, form a line here. Here, Rob, you want to work here? You can work here with Max. So Max here, and then, so let's try the first one, okay? Okay, try the first one, neck grab, right? Someone grabs your neck. So walk close enough to your partner. I'd be scared looking at him too. Okay, so the side facing me is going to grab, the side facing the clock is going to do this and this. Got it? So we just went through the motion to do it so that you don't think too much about it. Okay, try it. Help them. The side facing the window is grabbing. The side facing the clock is defending. Yeah. Boom, boom. Yeah. And don't forget your lower hand. Bang. Yeah. 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 Or if that gives him too much, actually, but once he's here, he doesn't have to break your hand. Just strike as a startling, boom, and then if this strikes, your hands will let go probably. This, and then if you want to kick him, you can after that. Poor dad. Okay, ready? Don't forget that. Yeah. Do 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Do at least 3 strikes. We have this form called 3 continuous strikes. So use 3 movements. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if I keep counting, you keep hitting. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. All right. The other side. Let's switch roles. The other side's gonna grab. Oh, but you're not gonna grab him like that. So that's patty cake. You gotta grab him with your thumb. Ha! Bang! Bang! So I was just watching him grab her, right? And okay, do it again. And she did this strike. Now when you grab him, go over. It's like he could just grab you like this. Right? So, anyways, if like when you maybe someone around your age or your size grabs you in a headlock, then you end up wrestling, right? But one of the simplest things you can do, if someone grabs you in a headlock, let's say, just like that, and he grabs you in a headlock, just pinch him in here. Just pinch him in the inner thigh. That really hurts. When he grabs you in the thigh, just pinch him right there. Ah! That's all. So it didn't really hurt your friend, but he won't grab you in a headlock again. All right. So the next one, let's do this. Get your hands here. That's your Zhenjiang position, right? Like in the fourth form, but you relax it to here. So actually, you have this option, and this is like when you're in first form and you're doing this. So you can just lift your hand, delete, make space, and then you could do this or this, right? So, but from here, you're just going to strike like that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So be clear with this. When someone if your hands are here and he grabs you above the head, say he's reaching for here, then your hands are going to end up hitting it into the hand. It's for something that comes below this, and then you can strike. Okay, so it's for something that's lower. If it's something above, then you have to lift your hands and then come up or drop your elbows. So when your hand, you lift, drop your elbow back and come back in. So that's just go up and not so like lifting and then striking, or dropping and striking. Okay, try it, Woody. Yeah. Yeah. So in this case, right? Okay, so if you were to grab him, then what would you do? No. He's doing it to you. So you lift. If you came here, you'd have to lift, then drop your elbow, and then strike. In other words, if my hands are here, he's not going to come here. So I'm going to be underneath. So that's not going to work unless you do this, or you have to come in this way, right? So here, if you see someone lifting, you lift, right? But he's not going to let go. You're going to lift and then drop, and that's how you can get that punch. If you're on the inside, but you're using this and this to spread to do that. If you don't do this and drop your elbow, you're not going to be able to get any power here because he's holding my shoulders. But when I do this, or I drop my hands, now I can turn. You see? Yeah, but this, because my body's moving, it changes. You see my position. If I just stay rigid like this and go like this, it's not going to work. You go like this, you're stuck. So this changes the space. And then I'm here. You see. But, if I'm doing it like this, this actually is pretty powerful if you're moving fast. You see. But right now we're doing a slow motion just to learn the motion. You got it? So you just go up. Yeah, no, like this. Come in. Yeah. So here, here. If it's below, it's here, here. Yeah. So remember, if he goes low, your hands are like this. If he goes low, now he went up, so you got to go up. Drop your elbow and punch like this. Okay. See, if he goes low, then you bend. If he goes high, you go, and then you have to drop, because when you drop your elbows, you spread his hands, and then that's right there, you see. So you just have to understand the logic behind the action. So if I go to your chest, you'd go up. You just go up like this, intercept, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, right? Going low. 1, and then back this and this. 1, right? Just drop. 2, no, here, like it's below, right? So I'm strike and follow, yeah. So when you're doing this in the beginning, it's right. You're doing this, strike, right? But when you strike and then you do this, you're using this momentum to turn and this momentum to follow up. So every time you turn your body, there should be an action. There's a turn, yeah. So if I'm turning here, then I'm going to turn here. If I turn here, if I'm here, then this comes down, this goes up. There's a continuity to the movement. So Woody, come on, let's work with your partner. Your partner isn't getting any benefit if you don't work with him. If you walk around in space, she's really not doing anything. So what do? No, that's not how you do it. You know, if you practice something, you have to follow the, right? And then boom. If he goes high, you lift, go like this, lift, no, like this. Yeah, like this. Okay, come toward me. No, go attack me. Go up. No, both hands go up. No, reach for me. This goes up. I'm just showing how this goes up. Okay, now you drop your elbow and strike. So when you go low, go up. When he goes high, you go like this, spread the hands and punch. You see? Okay, do it to him and you do it to him. Right. 1. Drop. No, see? Okay, watch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So right now, all these movements feel kind of awkward to you because you're thinking about it. But the efficiency of the movement has to come from, it actually comes from this. If we're doing this, then the body's familiar with the twist. So if you're like this, uppercut, you're familiar with the twist. 1, 2, 3. Because this is going this way, and this is going this way. Because this is here, then this can come back in. And remember, these punches are short. When you do an uppercut in the first form, it's fairly short. It can hit anywhere from here to here to here. But once it gets to here and it starts to continue to go up, it's actually shorter because this is bent.